I'm creating a website for a college. For that, I'm using Microsoft technologies like ASP.NET, MVC, Entity Framework, etc. In Microsoft Visual Studio, I created a MVC project and I named it as college project. I downloaded the Entity Framework reference libraries from the tools, Node.js Package Manager, and manage Node.js packages for solution, and just I selected the Entity Framework and installed it in my project. When I created this project, so many folders got created, and then I created few folders for my project needs and to follow few great conventions. I'm using the code first approach in Entity Framework to create the databases. Means in code first approach, first I have to create the classes. Based on these classes, the Entity Framework will automatically generate the database. It creates the database using the context. This is a models folder where I have created many classes. I created a folder called data access layer where I created this college context.cs where we interact with the database. Entity framework interacts with the database and creates a database using this db context class. So I created this college context class and I extended this and I inherited this with the db context. Then I have created different classes, and just here I'm using the db set, and this is the student class, and this is the students which uh, represents the properties. These are all the properties, and this is the students properties where we can access the data from this student table. So this is the student db set student table and students. So students table students, so all these are the properties which holds the database table objects. Okay, so okay, let's come into this part later when it's needed. In the models folder, I have created many classes. Each class creates a table in the database. So I need a student table to hold the data about student. So student name, first name, last name, everything. And also I need a table to hold the data about the instructor. So I created another class called instructor, and then I created a person class, because see, in instructor, if I go in instructor, I have some properties. Those are almost common in the student class, like first name, last name, id, address, mobile. So many properties, both are same, only few properties are not similar. So I just want some uh, clean code. That's why I have used persons class, where I have added all the common properties of instructor and students in this persons class. See, ID, I added validations here. So required is, if I give required, then if I then we must enter the value into the first name column. It should not be null. By default, all integer data types are uh, not null. If we don't enter a value into that, it will throw an exception. So there is no need to put any validation as required. So here I created one more, another different types of validations. Here for the date time, given this data type dot date, so it will make sure we enter that in a date format. Also I have given here the error message. So if I don't give a value in this say here, this is last name. If I don't give any value in this field, just it will prompt us last name is not required, and it won't allow us to submit the data. So like this I have created the validations. So this is a base class, and the students and instructors are derived class. So here I'm extending this person class here. So this is the best sport, and this is best sport. So for this I'm using the enum. If I use the enum, we can prevent the user not to enter the different other details. Instead, here, if here I only can enter these values in this best sport field. So this one actually, yeah, I can come. I mean, one, it means in the database, in the table, it will store the value 1 for this cricket. It will go to the 2. If I don't give 1 here, it starts with 0. So now I given 1, so it will start with 1. Or if I give 2, it will start with 2. So we can use like this. So enum is the best option. I can write the enum here in these models, or I can create a separate class in these models. So that is your wish. So here also I have so students, and per students also instructors. So here I have two different properties in instructor: salary, experience. Here also I'm extending the person class, and here actually we have uh, different types of relationships. I have given here I collection, courses. Means one instructor can teach different many courses, not only one course. So one to many relationships. So I have given this I collection. So we have to give virtual keyword to not to get the errors later based on the different rules. So I collection, course, and courses. So if I go to the course, so in this course class I have course ID, title, department ID, department, I collection, instructors. Okay, here I course ID. This is key. This is primary key. Entity framework recognizes these keys automatically. Even if I don't give the key, that will be fine. But I have to give this class name plus ID. Then it will recognize it as a primary key. If I give something else, like just title here, it won't take it as a key. Okay, so we should give in a proper convention. Here it will automatically generate the values in the primary key, but I don't want it to generate, so I given this database generated option none, so it won't generate. We have to update the values in the course ID. So title, the next is here department. So this is one-to-one relationship. So course is related to the department. I mean, each course will be in a department. So this is one-to-one relationship. Here I have given just department ID, and this is navigation key. This is navigation key, and this department ID will be the foreign key to the department. And I collection instructor. So course to a course having, I mean, one course can be mm, taught by different many instructors. So many relationship is here. So if I go to the department class, I can see it having the department ID and instructor ID, name. So here I have given one more validation, string length. So 20 is the maximum. If I don't give this string length, the entity framework creates a table with length is max. So the memory will be wasted or something. So just we can give the string length here to restrict, to not to enter more than the length, and minimum length is equal to 3, so it should have at least 3 characters in this name. And here instructor ID, I have given the instructor ID. See, instructor one-to-one relationship, it is nullable. So even it is a nullable even if we don't enter the value into this instructor ID. It's a foreign key. It won't throw any exception if I give the nullable, so it accepts the nullable values. And I collection courses, this is another class, and enrollment is another class. So course, yeah, we can come back to this course. So here I collection instructor, so this is the many relationship. If I go to this instructor again, yeah, we are extending this from the base class person. So courses and instructors, see, this is many and many. So this is course and instructors, both are many to many relationship. It's in many to many relationship. Okay, then also we can say here person. I given this gender, so this is enum. So I created a class gender here, female, male, and also enrollment. If we come to the enrollment, so we having the enrollment ID, student ID, department ID. Here I have given one more validation type, that is year. If we don't enter any value into this year, just it displays a default text that is no year. Okay, and this is a enum. It will take 1 2 3. So it having department, one-to-one relationship with the department. So I'm mentioning here foreign key. Yes, see here what's happening. If we want to give different name here, if we give different department ID, what is there in the department, then it will automatically take department ID as a foreign key. But if I give some other different name like ID. Then I have to give the same here, deb ID. Okay, so okay, now even if we don't give this foreign key here, no problem at all. It automatically, entity framework automatically recognizes this as a foreign key. So I created all these classes like this, and then I have created one more class, that is address. So this address is uh, related to the person class or student and instructor. So in the person, we having the one-to-one relationship with the student or instructor having one-to-one relationship with address, means one student having one address or one instructor having one address. So here I given all the fields needed in phone number, phone number, email ID, street, city, state, all the details I have given here. Okay, and here I have given one more different type of validation for email address, that is data type dot email address. And yep, that's all. And we have one more blood group, just this is enum. So this enum we are using in person class blood group. So it only takes what are the values inside the blood group enum. Okay, so these are all the classes what I have created to generate the tables in the database. So okay, it's done. Now I want to create the database, and I want to create the database with some test data in. Okay, so how we can do this is using migrations. Okay, first of all I have to open uh, a tool that is in the package manager, that is package manager console. In this package manager console I have to enable the migrations. So we have different commands here, just we have to enter enable migrations. When I enter this, it creates the migrations folder. Before that we don't have any migration folder. When I enable this, it creates the migrations folder. After that we have to after that we have to create this initial data migrations file. It is a migration file. We have to add this migration, and configurations.cs will be automatically generated based on the migrations. Before that we should make sure that we are given the connection string in the web.config file. I added this part here. So this is the connection string. I given the college name, context name is college context. It should be the same as the context here, whatever we have given. Else we have to mention the name here, like in the constructor here. What is the context name? If we are giving some other name in this web.config file, we have to mention that here using the constructor. So I just use the same college context, and I have given the connection string. This is my connection string, and after that, this is the database. And then what now we have to do, what we have to add migrations and initial create. Just when I press enter, it creates this migrations initial data file. Initial create this create, it will create initial create with the timestamp when I created this. So in the configuration file, I have to see the data. I have to this file, this will be generated automatically, this constructor, but I have to create all this data. I created a method called protected override void seed method. Actually this method is already there in this configuration.cs file by default, but I have created all this data just seeding. So for the students table, I created a list and I added all the values, first name, last name, just this or the test data I have given here. I have given photo. See this photo, just here we are giving some what this is a path where my photo is, where the image is. So if this image is not displayed with some issues, it should display some alternate text that I have given here. So this is the path. This still symbol is the root. It denotes that is the root. So it's a root folder. Under this root folder, I created a folder called photos, and I have copy pasted a few photos of the students and the instructors with the different names. So and then I have given the name of the image file here, so it holds the path of the photo. Then instructors, I have given instructor names and all like this. Everything instructor also we having the photo experience, everything. And then when I'm here, what I'm doing, I have to update this into the database. So I'm using the link syntax, link queries, that is in instructors for each. I search that context is our database context class object, and the instructors is class is the table actually in the database. The class add or update, or if it is already exists, like if it is this j such that if the value is already exists in the database, which is equal to last name, okay, if it is already exists, then what it will do, it will update it. If not, it will add a new entry in the table. Okay. Um, and then we must use this method save changes, then only it will commit the data into the database. Like that I have added the address also with the email, street, city, but here see I don't know what the ID is now, because I'm using the test data. I cannot check to the database what are the IDs there and all. So I just checking with the last name, what are the last name and the ID, and with this last name whatever ID it is, that will take into the ID. Okay, and then here also I'm updating add or update. So if the value is already there, then it will just update, else it will add a new entry. And then departments I have added, and then here courses. So in these courses I have created a new list for instructor, and I'm adding the values here. And because this instructor is from for, from course to instructor, this is a many relationship, so I'm using this list here, and then I'm updating this to database. And then enrollments, so here again in new enrollments I'm adding all the values here which are related to the tables. Then I'm committing this enrollment into the database like this. Okay, if enrollment is null, then just add it as not like this. Okay, so this is the seeding. So once I created the test data here in this configuration.cs file, just I have to go to the package manager console and I have to um, give a command update database. So just it updates the database. Okay, that's all. So just we have to go to the server explorer and data connections. Here it's created with this college context name. So yeah, just wait, we can see how it is created. Okay, then see here tables, migration history. Actually this migration history, when we are enabling the migrations, actually it will store the migration updates. It maps with the migration ID context key, where for every migration it will add the entry here. Based on this, next time when you are updating any value, if you are changing any structure in the tables, then the migration will be changed, right? So it will cross verify. If it is changed again, we need to drop complete database, and again it will create, we have to create a new database. So everything will be handled with migrations. Then see here we got course instructor. What is this course instructor? Yeah, we'll commit to the next part. See here I can see people. So these people, first it having the student and instructor details. Let's go to the show table data. Also we having the tbl address. Okay, so this address is related to the people. So we are accessing these addresses in this people table. So what is this people? So people is, see, this is the student ID or instructor ID, first name, last name, gender. So this is gender. Okay, we created enum, so it's displaying 1010 like that. Date of birth, because we have given some date of birth in a different format, so it's stored as a date of birth. And blood group, it's also 051 because it's enum. And photo, it is this is a path where we save the photo. Yeah, it's stored very nicely. Alternate text. Salary, what is this null? Because why it's null? Salary is not related to the student. See here, discriminator. This discriminator, yes, we have not created this discriminator column, but it entity framework automatically added this discriminator when we are using the inheritance concept. So this discriminator differentiates the values of the student and instructor. So these first four rows are related to the student and the next four rows are related to the instructor. So this null is nothing but it's not related to the student, so that's why it's null. And here best sport, it's related to the student and not with the instructor, so it is null. So experiences, values which are related only to the instructor, so it's null to student. So yes, fine. Now see, we don't have any redundant data, we don't have multiple different tables with so much huge data. Just it is differentiating with this discriminator. So it's a good idea to create tables like this. Okay, so address, how we take the address. See, this address is also related to the, but we are we created a new table for address because see, this all the values are almost not I mean, there won't be any change in these values. These are the fixed data. So that's why I have created this in a different table, but address maybe sometime later we may change our phone number or something, or we may change the address, email IDs or anything. So of course we can show this in different table. So address, yes, this is also created correctly. So email ID, so we have given some format, so it will create this way. Street, city, Ohio, and this is the student ID. So it maps with the student ID. It's a foreign key to the person table, I mean student or instructors. Then we can come to the enrollments. Yeah, we can come to this courses. So what's the courses here? So here we can see in the course ID what is the title of the course and what is the department. So this course is in the department 3. So 3, what is 3? We can go to the departments and we can see what is 3 here. So 3, this is the commerce department. So we have created this, and also again we have here instructor ID. So this instructor, just this is administrator, means like class teacher. So this for this department, this is the administrator, we can say. So we can go to this instructors, this is the foreign key, and we have to, it's referencing to this instructors table, I mean persons table. So instructor ID is 5678. So just we have to go to this person and we can see 5678 for the instructor, and the details are available in this table. So and then yeah, now we can come to the enrollments. So we having, like, we can see what are the enrollment details here: enrollment ID, student ID, department ID, year, so for which year the student is enrolled. So 012, this is also enum, so it's saving the data like this. And this enrollment, the student 1 with ID 1 is enrolled into the department 1, and the student ID 2 is enrolled into the department 3. And we can check this, what is the department name, what is the 3 is in its department table. And we have one more table. What is this? This is course instructor. What is this? Yes, we can come to this. So this table generates automatically. We not created any table, right? We not created any table here with the course instructor in our models, but it's generated. How it got generated, see here we don't have any table called course instructor, but the course and instructor having many to many relationship. So the entity framework will automatically creates a table called course and instructor, but it will